Everybody, it's Angel from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Happy hump day, guys. Happy fantabulous scrappy stars to each and every one of you. Yes. Yay. Listen, we've got people on Facebook and we've got them over here on YouTube. I want to say hello to Sherry. Sherry, thank you for watching my back. As y'all see, I am by myself. All by myself. We can we can spin the chair. Yes. So thank you, Sherry, for watching our backs. We want to make sure, all those bad guys, they're not coming out at us, right? So thank you. Thank you for taking your time to do this. And Sharina came on board and she said that she just had a grandson born this morning. Yay! How awesome is that? Congrats to your family. I hope Mama is doing well, and I hope Baby is doing well. So, today was a video drop, guys. I'm going to just close this part out. Oh boy. Yep. Michael's not here, so I don't know what just happened with you guys. Okay. I'm clicking buttons, and I shouldn't be clicking buttons. So we did have a video drop. It is week or center block 3 of the Fantabulous Scrappy Stars. How fun is this? I only have a little bit to chit chat. This is an opportunity, whether you're watching the hashtag replay or you are out here live with us, gives an opportunity for you to ask questions at any time. Drop them down below because that's why we are here. And I will tell you, I got somebody, well, I'll just be real. Sherry is willing to read over my patterns prior to me releasing them. I've caught 2 errors. Excuse me, I still have a cold. I've caught 2 errors. They're not math errors. Not at all. They're just words. Yeah, it's very frustrating. But I will get those corrected and re-upload. It isn't going to affect the pattern for the free stuff and making sure you're getting your blocks. None of it's affected. You'll just see some, you'll be like, okay, what is that? I say unfinished twice, for instance. Okay. So it'll be helpful with somebody else reading ahead to get that done. I've been playing catch up, right? I mean, I went to Utah. I got to see Sharina. We got to spend some time together in her wonderful world. I got to tell y'all, if you get a chance, you need to go to Utah. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, Sherry did drop the blog for this week. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate it. Oh, and Sharina did say, just for all of the Facebook and YouTube peeps, that the mama and baby are doing great. Isn't that great news? Oh, just love it. Just absolutely love it. We got a new baby. We've got to make more quilts. At any rate, now I got to regroup my thoughts here. I don't even know where I was going. So, bottom line is we did drop the video. I did find, this is where I was going, a couple of word issues, so not going to affect the pattern at all. The pattern is great. Everything so far is working out. I want to reiterate, guys, I just had somebody tell me last week that one thing they get really frustrated about is a lot of patterns don't tell you which direction to press. If you are a nester, this is kind of important, okay? Because we like to nest the seams, and so which way do you press them? And then, you know, you've got corresponding blocks, and maybe it's important. So I want to say I've always have been a nester, and I've always shared which way to press. I did it in the tutorial, the short tutorial, 22 minutes. Y'all got to be grateful. And then I do it in the pattern when I write it. So even when I've done classes in person, I always talk about which way to press things because it's important for people who nest. If you are an open seam, you know, press open on your seams, it doesn't matter to you, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Not a thing. Keep doing what you do. And you don't have to follow the pattern with pressing if you press open. It's okay. There are no rules. We don't have rules in quilting. We just have guidelines. And pressing, whether you press open, whether you press to the left, to the right, that's on you. And if that makes you happy, go for it. Now, foundation paper piecing is a little different because you sometimes don't have a whole lot of a choice. I try to make choices. This one I just kind of let ride for this block. But you can take those, you can leave the paper on and pin to the paper. So the paper doesn't just help you sew a great, beautiful block. It also can help you build the block completely and get everything lined up. So thank you, Sherry. That was very nice of you. Sherry says on YouTube, at least, I don't always see all the comments, but she says, please like and subscribe. Yes, please do. At least like or not. Maybe you don't like it. You can hit that button too. It all helps. But we did have a video release. We did center block 3. I gotta figure out what I want to do behind me, guys. I want to be able to, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, because as we have more and more blocks, it's going to get a lot harder. I should have done this. Pug Mama's in the house. Hello, Pug Mama. She's over on YouTube land. We love us some Pug Mama. Hello from Nova. Are you for real? Are you from Nova Scotia, or is that just like a saying? All right. So we have done 3 blocks, and I want to be able to give you some visuals back behind me. It would have been easier now because there's only 3, right? I'll figure out something. My mind is working, as y'all know I do. Michael's in there. Oh, hey there, Mayhem. Glad to see you. Notice he's not here. Listen, I'm missing you. I already clicked buttons that I shouldn't have been clicking. So, this is this week's block. This is the best way I got to show you right now. This is this week's block. Double sawtooth when you're all said and done. So, all of the outside here, this is the outside of the block. for the larger quilt. I'm making the larger quilt with you, okay? And the inside is the thing that changes. This is such a fun. Personally, I'm having a great time making this quilt. I hope y'all are enjoying it too. Please share. If you're on Instagram, you can hashtag Fantabulous Stars, all one word, okay? If you're not on Instagram, you can DM me on Facebook. You can share it in the Creative Kingdom if you're a member. If you're not a member, you can join. Just make sure you answer the 3 questions. You can email it, whatever it takes. I would love to see your blocks because each one of us is doing something different. I don't know anybody who's doing the same thing I am, meaning the same prints, the same fabric line, the same everything. If you are, that'd be fantabulous too. I'd love to see it. But block number 3, this is center block number 3 that released today. Then we have done center block 2. Gotta love us a double monkey wrench or churn dash, as most of us say, right? And then we did the very simplistic normal 9 patch. All of these have been a 9 patch, all of them. There are some that aren't 9 patches, so that's coming, okay? But that was the first block. And of course, don't forget, I don't even know, oh, yep, I just dropped them. Don't forget your sashings, okay? So if you are following along, it is 5 sashings a month. I have 10 total because we started in August. All right. And then don't forget your cornerstones, right? Now I'm doing the bigger quilt, so my blocks are bigger. And I'll be real, I find them to be easier when they're bigger, right? Okay. So you should have at least 6 of the center blocks. I keep calling it that. I call it that in the video. Somebody's going to call me out. Cornerstones. You should have at least 6, but you may have 7 because 1 month you need to make an extra to keep on track. So, yeah, Michael is going to quilt it. Well, I didn't know that. So, yay. I'm kind of interested in what he's going to do with it, right? Okay, so at any rate, I left 2 sashings over there. How fun is that? This was center block 3, which was the sawtooth star, but when you put it in the center, it becomes a double sawtooth star, and it is so stinking cute, guys. The one thing, which isn't really relatable to necessarily this week's block, and you're going to see this in the future. So I do have a light box that you will see when I do foundation paper piecing, but with the smaller blocks I've been releasing a foundation paper piecing pattern because they're small, they're itty bitty. This week I actually did a traditional piecing for the center blocks. Yeah, that's right. For the center blocks also. So you're getting in this pattern, while it's free, grab it. Even if you're not doing it today, grab, because if it's free, it's for me, right? And you can always mark a little note and, use things in the future. But this week I did a pattern traditionally pieced for both the large and the small. Because those pieces are itty bitty, I went ahead and left the FPP in there. So I'm using a light box, and you will see that in the future because we do have some FPP blocks in the future. And I also started experimenting with some things. Y'all know I'm a glue girl. I glue my binding before I do the second stitch because it keeps everything straight, gets it where I want it, how it needs to work. Well, the one thing about foundation paper piecing is the piece underneath could slip and slide, right? You could have it lined up so perfect. And if you don't pin it to death, which is hard because you're stitching on the paper side and not on the fabric side, so it gets a little complicated on how you're going to pin it. So what I have found is sometimes my fabric shifts. Drove me crazy. I started gluing. I did. And this is a Roxanne glue stick. Love it. I love the Soline glue stick. I've been using that for years. This I got for the shop because I love Roxanne's. Glue based for all kinds of purposes, to include my binding. So I got a glue stick, and it works great too. I haven't tried it yet, but I am going to try it here during this sew along or quilt along. I'm going to try Acorn, because I'm told that is the shiz. That is like top of the line. Does amazing things. So I will be doing that at some point to try it, and you'll get some feedback. But I have been gluing the fabric, putting glue on the fabric to hold the fabric in place, and oh my gosh, it's working fantabulously. No pun intended. Yeah, okay. So Sherry says she sewed all the sashing and cornerstones ahead of time. She did. And you can do that. You know, because last week I did talk about cutting those. FYI, if the doorbell rings, we have a show coming up, and Grace is on their way back again today. And so you might hear a doorbell. At any rate, just giving y'all a heads up because it might happen. She did. And that was one of the things I talked about last week, is cutting those fat quarters. You want to make sure that you have enough for your sashing, and being very cognitive of how you're cutting. And I don't describe it anywhere. In another pattern, I probably will. I don't know how to do that yet, so that's why it's not in there, but I did talk about it. And it's very important, because as you keep cutting those fat quarters, the fat quarter gets smaller and smaller, right? And if you've got, let's say you've got a 20-inch, the outside of the stars and the inside of the stars, the center blocks, right? Everything in Sherry's is scrappy, easy to do ahead of time. Absolutely. Especially since in the first pattern drop for the first week, I give you all the general instructions, which include all the sashings, all the cornerstones, and then all of the outside of the blocks. So you can go through the whole process of getting all that done, and then very simply have to just have to focus on the center block every month. I mean, how beautiful is that? And then of course adding the center block to the outsides, right? You're right, Sherry. Thank you for pointing that out. It's very nice of you. Pug Mama says, oh, wait, no. I've been saying Pug Mama. It's Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Oh, my gosh. This is what happens, which I know you can appreciate. My screen is a lot smaller. Mom and Pop Quilt Shop is in the house. So glad you're here. I think this may be the first time you've ever joined us. And if you haven't checked them out, lots of goodies. Lots and lots of goodies. Lots of inspiration that they can give to your quilting journey. Lots and lots of inspiration. They are an amazing quilt shop. Mom and Pop Shop, if you're still in the house, if I remember correctly, you're out of Canada, correct? Ooh, I got a couple of things. If I'm correct about that, I'd love to get in touch with you because I have a lot of people that touch base out of Canada and they're looking for things. So, thank you for joining. Love to see you here. We actually have a mutual Colleen Sews and Chats. We have been on her lives together at some points. So we have, I don't even know, what do y'all call that when you meet somebody in another live for another, what do you do? I don't know. But we've met that way and we've chit-chatted. And we've actually had some, there was another content creator on YouTube that we had a mutual relationship with, and they gave prizes. Halo gave prizes, and we kind of worked that out together. But that is so awesome. So glad to see you, Mom and Pop. So glad to see you. Hope you are having a most fantabulous week, and thank you for the compliment on the block. It's super fun. This is so super fun. But anyway, my one tip this week is, if you're foundation paper piecing those listen, those are small blocks in the smaller quilt. Glue, fabric glue can be your friend. Can be your absolute friend, okay? And you'll see this in the future because I'm going to demonstrate what I do specifically when we get to a foundation paper piece block. What's the next block? Oh, next block is a foundation paper piece block. So you're going to see some glue come out because I want to give a little tip and trick because it really is helpful, honestly. It really is. I will tell you, I'm looking at the picture I print out just like I gave y'all in the introduction on our blog. If you go to the introduction that happened back in August, I gave a digital picture of the quilt, and so I'm following along on using that to figure out what I'm supposed to do for the next block, and that way y'all know what's coming. Next two, it's so fun. So the next two I'm going to do by foundation paper piecing, and they were included in the items that you could pre-purchase if you wanted to make this along the same way I am. I don't know if you heard the doorbell, but that tells me my husband and Grace are in the house. Anyway, what I'm debating on is if I'm going to write traditional piecing for you, because both of the blocks can be traditionally pieced. So we will find out. I don't want to discourage anybody from making this pattern without traditionally piecing, but we're going to tackle some of that information later when we get to different parts. But I will also say that I really do encourage at least one time, if you have not foundation paper pieced, I encourage you to try one block. Okay? It will open your world to a whole new place where your points are perfect, and some blocks are crazy if you are doing traditional piecing, and it will just cause headaches and confusion and ripping like a metric ton. So foundation paper piecing can really open your doors to a whole new world that will give you more blocks on your table to create. So Sherry says, love FPP, amazing method. It really truly is. So down the line, that is coming. But that's what I have for today, guys. Like I said, if anybody has any questions, never, ever hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for. I'm hoping The one really cool thing about, in my opinion, take it for what it's worth because this is free. But in my opinion, the one really cool thing about this whole quilt series is that we're tackling FPP. We're tackling traditional piecing with different blocks. We are going to be doing applique. So it kind of has a little bit of everything in it. And I find that to be a really good skill builder. I've done the things, right, with you guys. Like, I've been out there, I've done people's quilt alongs, sew alongs, whatever you want to call them. And I'm like, right? And what I have found is I become a better quilter for it. So it's not just us having fun, but it's allowing us to build some skills, whatever they are. And also, I think this quilt pattern allows for some creativity of your own. It's not in a place where you have to do this and you have to do that. And we're going to get into that. We're going to talk more about that later, and you'll understand where I'm coming from. It's just a whole bunch of fun, plain and simple. But emails. I keep thinking it's Sherry texting me, telling me there's something going on. No, it's just random emails. So at any rate, that's what I have. We have, I just got to pull it out again because it's so super cute. Quilt block number, no, that's not it. Center block number 3 of the fantabulous Scrappy Stars. And I look forward to seeing yours. Let me share it. And if you just share with me, that's fine. If you don't want to share with the world, just let me know. I won't share it. I'm very cognitive of your privacy. So, yes, that's what we got. Quilt block, center block, number 3. My favorite number is number 3. So I was really excited about this one. At any rate, so Sharina, if you're still watching, I did see Sherry let me know that you had a message in the Creative Kingdom. I'm going to get back to you tonight. And no, I didn't forget, but I'll come back to you. I also, this is the last Wednesday of the month. So it's the first Wednesday of October and next month. So we're going to do a cherub chit chat. And I wish I knew the date. If Sherry, if you could text me the date of next week. I think it's the 6th. Is that right? Maybe it's the 4th. Maybe 11th. We're starting on the 12th. Okay. Bottom line is we have a lot of new products in the house. And I want to be able to share some of that with you in video. And so I'm going to figure out a way, but it's not during Cherub Chit Chat. I don't like to share anything outside of your creativity because it's so awesome to see all of the things that y'all make. And I got some things to share, guys. It's just incredible time to see what you do because y'all are very, very inspiring. Oh, it's October 1st. How fun is that? Okay. So we won't be doing another drop for a video for the fantabulous Scrappy Stars until the 17th. Is that right? 17 plus 7 is 24, and I thought it was something in the 22nd. Anyway, I think we might have a week in between. I will come out here and share what's new with you at that point. Some of it won't be so new. Some of it will be really new because we're getting fabric all the time right now. There's a lot of stuff coming in. Okay. So definitely look forward to that. I can't wait to share some of the things with you. And then, but in the meantime, Cherub Chit Chat is next week. That's all about you guys. And if you're willing to share anything with me, or, with me and then allow me to share it with the Halo community here online, just email it, put it in Creative Kingdom if you're a member, DM it, whatever it is, however you want to share, and I will definitely pull that and get it out for next week. Cherub Chit Chat is next week. So look forward to that. Thank you all for coming along. And oh, hello. We got a Charlotte from Denmark. I just saw that. So I got to tell y'all, that's on my bucket list to go. When we were younger, like when we were in our early 20s, my husband used to work for a company that came out of Denmark. Amazing people. So it's always been on my list to go to. So welcome from Denmark. Glad to see you. Oh, yes, glad to see you. I just noticed Mayhem said, oh no, haha, about me clicking buttons. Yeah. Just trying to go through all the comments because I tend to miss things because I can't see. I can't see anything without glasses. Yeah. Anyway, so next week is Cherub Chit Chat. I can't wait to talk to y'all and share all the beautiful things that you're making to inspire us all. If you have any questions, again, please, please, please do not hesitate to contact and ask. And, if you do it in a comment, it's even better because there might be somebody else that has the same question. I know we've been saying that since we were like little kids inside school. They'd always say that. The teacher always said, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So don't hesitate to ask. That's why we're here. It's all free until we are done with the complete topper, and then the pattern comes down and it becomes something you have to pay for. So even if you're not making it today, go out to that blog, which Sherry has dropped twice now. Oh no, Sherry also dropped the Halo Happenings tab, which tells you when we're coming out live or when there's stuff going on. So thank you, Sherry. Man, you are all over it today. Oh, is there somebody on? I don't see any Facebook. If you're on Facebook, I'll see it later because I'm not seeing anything drop, and I know there are things that are going on. So at any rate, next week, Cherub Chit Chat. Get your blocks done for the month. Get your sashing, get your cornerstones, get all that stuff. And I want to remind you that we are in Fredericksburg, Virginia at the Quilt and Sew Expo this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come out if you're in the area and say hello. I would love, love, love to say hello to you. And until next time, guys, may you all... Oh, there's problems with Facebook. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. She just let me know that. So we got all kinds of things going on over there, and I do apologize. But until next time, guys, may you continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful. Never stop believing and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. We love y'all. Happy quilting, happy, fantabulous, scrappy stars making, and we will see you all soon.